Have you ever considered the force that could transform a quiet morning into utter pandemonium within seconds? That is a gas explosion. A danger that can turn routine into explosion. We often overlook the power of something as common as the gas running our stoves and heaters. But when things go wrong, the result is disastrous. Understanding gas explosions is crucial. It's about learning how to prevent the disasters, because being aware of gas explosions is a lifesaver. But what causes gas explosions, did you ask? A gas explosion is like a messed up mix of gas, air, and a spark. The gas could be natural gas, propane, or even butane. Each one behaves differently. Natural gas is lighter than air, so it goes up if it leaks. Propane, on the other hand, is heavier, so it settles down low. Now, let's talk about
Officials
air.
in South Africa
When
are
gas
investigating
leaks,
a tremendous
it doesn't
deadly
stay
explosion.
alone. It mixes with the oxygen in the air, and that can happen anywhere, indoors or outdoors. Then it needs a spark. This is what lights the fuse. It could be a flicker of flame, a tiny spark, or even a little static electricity. They might be small, but they can start a big explosion when they meet the gas-air mix. But it's not enough to just have gas, air, and a spark. They need to be in the right amounts. This is what we call the lower explosive limit and upper explosive limit. Too little gas, you won't get an explosion. Too much gas, still no explosion. And there are several potential culprits that triggers a gas explosion. Improper use or installation of gas appliances like furnaces, stoves, or heaters is a common cause. When we use these appliances in a way they are not designed for, or install them without proper guidelines, it can lead to gas leaks. For example, using a gas stove to heat your home, or not following instructions while installing a gas water heater could cause leaks. Similarly, poor maintenance of these appliances can lead to accidents. If not serviced regularly, appliances can become less efficient and more dangerous. Regular inspections and maintenance of your gas appliances are vital in preventing gas leaks and potential explosions. Gas lines, especially older ones, can become rusty or damaged over time. They might crack or break, allowing gas to leak out into your home or business. It is crucial to have your gas lines inspected regularly, particularly if they are old or if you've recently experienced ground movement, such as an earthquake. Defective gas-operated equipment can also pose a significant risk. Faulty parts, whether due to poor manufacturing or wear and tear, can cause gas to leak. In many cases, these incidents happen due to a combination of factors. The gas leak is just the beginning. The gas then builds up in a confined space where it mixes with air. If an ignition source, such as a spark or flame, is then introduced, that's when the explosion happens. Gas explosions can range in severity from minor property damage to major accidents causing serious injuries or even death. That's why understanding these risks and taking the necessary precautions are so important. It leaves behind a trail of destruction that can be hard to wrap your head around. The blast creates a pressure wave so powerful it can cause internal injuries, damaging organs and tissues. It's like your body being shaken from the inside. That's not all. Wreckage flies around like deadly shells. They can hit people, causing blunt or even penetrating injuries. The closer you are to the explosion, the worse it is. The power of the blast can lead to bone fractures and brain injuries. Even the wreckage thrown around by the explosion can cause serious harm, from eye injuries to traumatic exclusions. The fallout from a gas explosion is a tough burden to bear. It's more than just medical bills and property damage. It's a life-altering event that underlines the importance of preventing gas explosions. But how can we stop gas explosions from happening? Before moving towards that, did this video make you think? Then like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more. So, are you ready to stop gas explosions? Let's discuss. In order to avoid the gas explosion, regular inspections and maintenance of gas lines and equipment are a must. Simple steps at home can also make a big difference. Let's say you hear a hissing sound or smell gas. What do? Captain James Altman of the Santa Monica Fire Department shares some crucial tips. check your stove. If it's safe to do so, make sure all your burners are turned off. It might seem simple, but it's a common mistake. Someone bumps into the stove and gas gets turned on without anyone realizing. Next, keep the lights off, because turning on the lights could spark an explosion if there's gas in the air. And keep a flashlight handy instead. Another important step is to ventilate your house. Open all doors and windows to let the gas out. And while you're at it, get familiar with your gas meter. Know where it is, how to operate it. If you smell gas, you can turn it off using a wrench. Last but not least, get out. Leave your home. Go to a safe distance. Across the street should work. Once you are safe, call emergency helpline. These measures might seem simple, but they are vital in preventing gas explosions. But what should you do if, despite all precautions, a gas explosion does occur? How can you act swiftly and smartly in such a high-pressure situation? First and foremost, call 911. While other actions are important, getting professional help on the scene as quickly as possible is key. They have the training and the equipment to handle these situations. Next, check yourself and those around you for injuries. It might be instinct to get out as quickly as possible, but moving with certain injuries can make them worse. So take a quick moment to assess the situation. Look around and determine if it is safe to leave or safer to stay where you are. An explosion can cause structural damage, and even secondary devices might be at play. If it is safe to evacuate, do so quickly. But if you're trapped, what should you do? In this case, alert others to your situation any way you can. Make noise, use your phone, do whatever it takes to let others know where you are. An explosion is a rapid expansion of gas from chemical reactions or incendiary devices, leading to a sudden and violent release of energy. So being cautious and taking the right steps is vital for survival and safety. In these moments, every second counts. Being prepared and knowing what to do can be the difference between life and death. As we conclude, we have discussed the essential aspects of gas explosions, understanding their causes, impacts, and prevention measures. Always remember, awareness is the first step to safety. Until next time, stay informed and stay safe.